Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. Alright, hey, so, if I had a nickel for every single time that wherever the actor for Genta Junpei, the teacher in High School Hero, ended up being a character who has related to memory loss, right? Well, within a year span, I would have 2 nickels, alright?
And it's not a lot of times, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah,
That's
Hey, maybe he's just
really surprising.
So, I just want to
the
say,
hairspray.
okay, so I'm looking at,
That hair looks dumb.
when was the last episode of High School Heroes? So,
Alright.
I know it came out in 2021.
I think the show started airing in April of 2021.
Okay, so if they did...
And I assume that
so, I mean, if-
aired every single week for like 2 months.
Right, assuming that they did that, that means that it would have ended in, what, June of 2021?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, presumably, they had already put out casting calls for Revice.
Yeah, mm-hmm, right.
Like, they had maybe already decided on it by June? I'd assume so. Because they need to make promotional stuff and everything and yada yada.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. They started July. It started...
They started in July?
Yeah, the show aired July 31st.
Okay, so hold on. Oh, ended September 18th, 2021. Boy, okay, so they would have definitely started production already on Revice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The fact that they cast this man in this role, I'm not sure, based off of especially like the saucy drama shit behind like Revice's production stuff, how far they had really planned Genta's story. But it's really funny that, like, could you imagine being that actor and going, this is the same thing. I've done this before. Like,
Hey, at least you know you can do it.
I guess. But yeah,
Gas motherfuckers.
here we are.
Like the boy with the super
The special
dangly-ass ear cuff.
2-part series finale on the High School Heroes. Episode 7. Something, about right and wrong and...
Red determination, friendship and unity. The circle symbol, X quiz.
No, it's Maru and Batsu. It's circle X, like, correct, incorrect.
This is really how it appears. That's I think probably just post the full title, if anything. This is just for better
He has
context.
a shirt tucked
for
in,
us.
but is wearing a stupid belt.
Yeah, so
This boy has an ear cuff.
picking up
because he's too much of a bitch to pierce his actual ear.
Yeah, well, hey, he's doing what he can.
So
I mean, this one has like a feather ear piercing. Which would you rather be? Someone with an ear cuff, like chain earring, or someone with a feather earring?
Feather earrings, at least I have an actual earring and it's not just a fucking...
I don't know.
Bitch
Based
out.
off of how fast these kids change out of these, like, styles, I think they were always posers.
Yes.
Also,
I like Flickering Boy.
I knew they were posers when they started taking pictures instead of filming.
Yeah. Hey, we're putting you on fucking... Hey, that's
don't be mean.
big Karen energy. Like, hey, don't bully us. We're filming you.
We look this way because we're cool.
Even though you hear camera clicking sound the entire time, right? I don't know what's the best part. I don't know if that was a mistranslation, right?
What do you mean?
But, no, because what's his name says why are you filming us? What is it? Ryuhei says that, why are you filming us? But you just hear the camera, the
I mean, if
click.
someone
You
just
can
pulls
see
out
them,
their
like, poking their
phones
thumbs.
and like just like starts
stop.
pointing it at you, you would initially assume that they're trying to film you, not just take a
but you
picture.
deliberately hear the camera clicking.
Yes, but he's also very stupid.
No, yeah, that's true. These are these characters aren't very smart, you know.
Yeah.
White
Except,
belt with a tucked-in shirt has a chain wallet.
listen,
Oh, man,
hey, He's an all-star. Okay? Oh, yeah? All that glitters isn't always gold. That's why we have Silver Ranger.
Uh-huh. Oh my god.
So,
Only shooting stars break the mold.
well, we don't get any shooting stars. We just get 5 stars. Anyway, continuing off of last episode, Huma is still being a little bitch. But he also thinks that he still has authority.
Mr. Independent.
Yeah, he's Mr. Independent. He thinks I
don't need anyone.
I'm still the student council president. I can tell you that your hair looks like shit, even though there looks like there's 17 other infractions going on in their faces, let alone, like, what they're wearing.
I feel like the lip ring is probably more of a problem than hair. But, hey.
But yeah.
When these guys discover, like, how to properly, quote-unquote, properly use hair gel.
No. They get...
And a comb.
They get properly groomed.
Okay.
Or at least informed on how to be properly.
That's how they start looking so nice, because they were groomed so properly. Thanks to the power of the Majin app.
Mad lip ring doesn't have fucking eyeliner on or something.
Well, he wasn't that wild. Luckily, the headmaster's here to groom him in the right direction.
Yes. Mr. Call Me Daddy.
Yeah,
for the Itsuboshi project, aka just the 5-star project. It's everything is it's all 5 stars. They killed our boy!
Yeah, I kind of figured. I didn't want to be right, but I was right.
I didn't want you to be right either. I didn't want to think that it was. I was like,
dead. I still don't understand the rose petals.
He's a player for being dramatic. That's the thing, you know. How else do you get?
Do you think as he died, he kept a bag of rose petal in one of his pockets, right? Just for this moment.
For sure.
Right?
You think he
I was like, oh fuck, I'm about to die.
Petals?
And instead of using my last
to be fair,
to write down the name of my murderer, I'm just gonna throw these rose petals around me.
Yes.
To be fair, he was in the theater club before he died.
That is right.
He was a drama kid. He was a theater kid.
Had a flair for the
so he probably put a bunch of flower petals in his chest pocket, like how some people get saved from a bullet by having a Bible on their on their chest.
Oh.
But he just put a bunch of flowers so that when he died, he knew that it would
just
be
a
fucking
on his
sexy.
back. Anyways, so
But yeah. Be reminded that Taisei got scarred.
Newspaper teacher has post-mortem photos.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
That's
I don't know how Japan works, but it's not easy to get post-mortem photos of people.
Yeah, especially if you're not a family member or something.
I mean, even if you are, people generally aren't going to mail you post-mortem photos.
I assume he took them himself.
Granted, good luck getting access to the body. What is supernatural?
He said, I'm ace detective, this teacher, and I'd like to take pictures of this dead man.
And then...
but yeah...
and Taisei takes his shirt off and everyone's like, ah!
Oh man, look at your fucked up back scar.
I mean, hey, it's
this isn't...
So, you know.
Alright, so... Let's state this off the top, right? So we're about to record... this episode... Episode 7 review. And then we're gonna go record episode 8.
Yeah, back to back.
Back to back recordings.
Might be leaving this week for a trip, you know.
Yeah.
And we'll be gone for a good amount of days, right?
Well, some people.
But is it in memoriam?
No. Listen.
What? That's not gonna be a thing.
Boy. Hey, you're gonna have to tell me if Nats does a special tribute for Kazuki Takahashi.
Oh boy, hey, look, if they did one for when no, I can't I can't remember the player's name right now. Corey McDuffie passed away, right? Right, they're definitely gonna do one for
was it gonna be a fucking Moonlight Vigil?
Boy, I don't know. I'm assuming there's probably gonna be a big I don't want to say poster book. The book. Is that the
slideshow? PowerPoint?
Slideshow.
Yeah,
no, a book for you to write something. Right?
What a memorial? God, now I'm broken.
I mean, I know that people do that at weddings. I don't know if they do that for dead people.
I don't know if I've seen it, but I don't know if that's something they do. I'm sure there's probably gonna be something there, right?
Well, I'm sure you're gonna have at least a minute of silence and a slideshow.
Yeah,
God.
right. Before
if every
we start
round starts with a moment of
Saturday,
silence,
right?
With a moment of silence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note of, hey, maybe that death that was an accident might not have been an accident. These 2 episodes are some of the wildest that this show has produced. And
oh no, it's crazy how this weird spinoff media is so insane, right? Even though it's like, because I don't think this is canon within the context of Sentai, right?
I mean,
like how Amazon's was canon within the context of Kamen Rider, right? I don't even know how Toei is even treating this this series.
I mean, it feels like the issue that we're kind of encroaching on, or like getting dangerously close with Revice, where it's like, this is very referential, and the implications of that seem very problematic, and we might not be able to take that back if we really, like, try to make this real. But I'm just saying this because holding back the context of things between 7 and 8 will be very difficult. So I'm saying this right now, at least for the 2 of us, like me and Molly.
Yeah.
This is gonna be difficult to try and like keep this shit in because Headmaster Man is definitely not Black Cross Führer right now.
But hey guys, new bitch, who dis?
Also, yeah. He has.
Also, boy, hey, we're just. I like how we're like 2 episodes, and they're just like, oh yeah, here's new cast members, by the way.
Yeah,
here's doesn't matter.
So many. But also, let's be real.
Yeah.
There's a number of new cast members. Ignoring the trio of like delinquent boys, not the rowdy rough boys. They can't. That's already taken. But like, I joked with Molly, like, do you think that the headmaster's daughter is just, like, Ghislaine Maxwelling these secretaries? Okay. And, like, giving them to her dad?
Is that how he's able to replace the secretary so fast?
She's real into it real fast. Like, it's been a day, and she is already, like...
She's just not licking the phone.
Yeah, she's not licking the phone yet. And also, she doesn't have a mask over her face yet.
Yeah. Instead, she has, like, a weird tulle half veil and fucking curled ribbons.
Yeah. Like,
that is actively taking a curling iron and curling a ribbon. So, stay.
Also, I'd assume that you'd have to spray the ribbon, right, to keep it? I mean, depending on what it's made out of.
Tried to...
Oh, whoa! Hold on! Oh, this is even wilder.
Okay.
Wait,
alright.
You notice the feather fan?
No.
Oh, can we know she just carries a bouquet with her as well?
It's a feather fan.
We'll get past the first 3 minutes of the episode eventually.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, once again, point something out about this woman. At the 2:40-minute mark, somewhere between, just when they're in that hallway.
Yeah.
There's something about her outfit.
I can't tell if that's a belt or actual midriff.
That's definitely midriff showing.
Yeah, that is 100% midriff. You can see it when they do the side shot of the principal, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Like,
right?
that's a wild that's a wild outfit to wear as a secretary for a fucking...
You can't see it, I'm holding a book.
It's insane. This man is Jeffrey Epstein. Like... That's all I can say, is just that's absolutely when she's walking forward, that's midriff. That is... I mean, it's... Yeah, it's over her belly button, but it's... I mean, I guess it's above the belly button, but below the... That's some... Oh, wait! Hold on! No! That might be fabric.
Oh.
Okay, this is what the important part is. I'm looking at the 3-minute mark. It does appear to fold like fabric, but she chose a skin-colored fabric, so I'm gonna put that on her.
Yeah, it's
okay.
No, I don't think it's even a belt. I think it's all a one piece.
No, I think it might be. Yeah, no. So she's definitely wearing a black top, right?
Yeah.
And that's definitely like a.
Well, that might be layered over it.
Yeah, it's like a
white sash.
It's like a belt.
She's got a cummerbund.
Oh.
And
what?
that's what the headmaster's gonna give her too.
Okay.
Oh.
Listen, William, I
I
can't
was just talking about
tell you
skirt, 'cause
about
I
how
don't
you've
know.
never been fancy and you never got to wear a cummerbund that was worth $12 because you were in symphonic band.
That sounds terrible.
What?
Hey, my bow tie was clip-on.
That's nice. I had
Congratulations.
bow ties in high school.
Yeah. It was
I
great.
It's nice to know you had
I got to
some
pretend to be...
fashion choices.
Yeah, it fucking sucked and I slept in that shit like on 3 chairs.
Oh my god.
There are photos I could pull up of myself in full band
Would you like to pull
tuxedo
up these
suit.
photos?
I don't feel like doing that right now.
have the megaphone.
Hey, why don't you
Why
become my
would-
friend
I
on
am the
Facebook,
loud
William?
one.
Why wouldn't you? Well, I don't want to go on Facebook.
Well, then you're not gonna get those photos. Anyway.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, so Aura gets replaced, you know.
Yeah, it's time for the new regime.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here.
Old news, you know.
You're old news. This is the new president now. He did this.
Yeah.
His lips look dumb without the lip ring.
Yeah. Now that his lip ring is gone, he just looks kissable. Just big ol' kissy lips.
Anyways, I'm standing on a fucking table and yelling at people. 'cause
Yeah.
That's
And he transforms right in front of everyone, thinking, I don't think that's a good idea. You should
Listen.
try to let people-
That's okay.
Considering how the
Nothing-
trajectory of later this episode, he's
Oh
like,
yeah, no, yeah.
Hey,
obviously.
hold on.
But from the context of right now, you know, not a good idea.
yeah, because he's just gonna scare a whole bunch of kids, and then they're gonna be like, oh my god, there are monsters in the fucking school. Also, I'm
If
sorry.
there's-
Maybe the weird guy that walks around with a piece of cardboard yelling about monsters at the school was right all
Oh
along.
God, the doomsayer was right all along.
Maybe
Repent,
we should've
repent.
listened
Wait,
to
you're
Kareem
telling me-
Abdul-Jabbar
Nick
in
McDonald.
that Fuck, what was it? Fuck,
You're telling-
what was the movie he was in where he played the crazy guy that yelled about the doomsday?
There's-
Fuck.
Wait, hold on. In what?
Wait, were
Was
they
this- was
what?
this-
Telling
Stephen-
me
it was
that
the
the
Stephen
school
King-
rumor was real?
It was
The
the
myth
Stephen
about our
King movie.
school?
Fuck, which Stephen King movie was that?
Where there's a guy yelling about about doomsday happening, and it eventually does.
Yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in it. He
Kareem
played the
Abdul-Jabbar was in a Stephen King movie.
Yeah. Fuck, what movie?
Oh.
It was the one where...
Well,
It was
gotta
the
look
one
at
where,
Kareem
where
Abdul-
God was like an actual being that exists, right?
Bruce Almighty,
No, not Bruce Almighty. It's
Heaven Almighty.
No, it's... Fuck. They remade
Is
it with Whoopi Goldberg.
Is this recent? Like really recent, or what?
No, this is like the 90s. There's two versions. There's a 90s 2000 version, and then there's the remake. It's the one with that had like, boy, how can I say this with that trope about magical African Americans?
I'll say it for you. For you.
Okay.
Magical Negro.
Okay, there we go. It's that one. Fuck.
And it
I'm
had...
gonna-
Wait, hold on. I'm looking at it. Wait, what was it?
It's the one
The
about...
Stand.
The Stand?
Yeah, The Stand. There we go.
Okay, that was a move. That was a series.
No, there was a movie. So there's two
But-
versions. There was...
Okay, but
There
the
was a
one with
miniseries?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the series.
Well, it was presented... It was presented as a movie, as a miniseries of movies.
Okay,
And then there's
I mean,
an actual series where there was like 8 episodes or some shit. The
No,
one with
there's-
Kareem was like three episodes that they edited to make one big movie or some shit.
okay, I'm looking at it. There's a
Yeah, I think it was
4-episode miniseries, and then there's a 2020 There's a 1994 miniseries that's 4 episodes, and there's a there's a 2020 miniseries that is 9 episodes.
Yeah. The 1994 was like each episode was like 2 hours long or some shit that
Oh,
they
Jesus.
edited together. Yeah, that's the
Okay.
one that had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It was real funny. He just randomly appears in the 1994 stands for like a few scenes, and we never see him again. He
Well-
literally just appears and disappears for the rest of the movies afterwards too.
I mean, he chose to make his name Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He knew he was becoming magical at that point. But yeah,
Yeah.
hey, as I've learned recently, nothing ever comes negatively from protesting or putting out your political support for someone out in public, out on a stand, in front of other people. Nothing ever goes wrong with that, and you always stay healthy, happy, and alive.
Yeah, for sure, right? There's nothing totally goes wrong from doing that.
Nope.
Any form of protest, always smooth.
That would never happen in Japan. Anyway, so Huma decides to fight the fucking gold Majin.
That's right. He
Silver
wants to
versus
show
gold.
everyone
Oh,
who's the
it's
school
going down.
president is, you know.
And Taisei decides to jump in also.
Back in the school defense club, they're still watching Go Ranger, you know. Right? They're finally at the last episode, you know.
Of course.
Yeah, finally figuring out the plot. Hey, it's the Black Cross Fuhrer. Okay. So, I just want to make this point.
Yeah.
Black Cross Fuhrer. From a contextual standpoint,
right.
I understand the name, but it's technically like it's a more, what is it? It's like Kurojuji Soto or something like that. Basically, the Japanese word, I mean, it's Führer is a German word, but like, it doesn't have to be like Führer. It could have been Prime Minister, Chancellor, some other shit, blah blah blah.
Because the Black Cross Army, right, are 100% based on the clan, right? Right, but he's the Führer. I was like, that's a right. I was like, oh,
right.
Okay, you ruined it. You had one job, Japan. How dare you not research this? You know,
like Black Cross Grand Wizard,
Wizard, you know, right?
Yeah, it's just it's like, I mean, I guess it works for conveying the feeling, but it's not really the same thing. And it's also, you have a plethora of, like, you don't have to call him the Black Cross President, but like, it's not fucking like explicitly Führer. You know, that's my thing.
Choice.
Like, it comes down to translation choice. And it's like, I get what you're going for. I know that you're trying to, you know, hey, tip people off. Yeah, I mean, there's some, problematic references, but,
Is this the same stairs/hallway when in Gun Girl, like, they have to carry the desks downstairs?
I feel like the staircase when they pop out, like, with all the club, like, people are doing club activities and shit, I think that's it.
I thought this club has always been like the part of the building
they have been
right? Well, I thought it was on ground level.
Yeah, the basement.
Yeah. Well, now we know that.
It is absolutely not. It has never been.
Want anyone to know about this club.
Anyways,
this is a really.
Now you know that it's in the basement,
right?
Yeah. Well.
Creeping outside the club room.
Yeah. Anyway, Hana's been perving out watching Yusuke. I mean, she wasn't. Yeah. I didn't say she was slicking off. I just said she's perving out.
Yeah, it turns out Hana has never been part of the club. It turns out. Oh, really? She's just been hanging out. Yeah.
She never filled in the paperwork.
She was.
Yeah.
Also, then they're like, "Hey, she should have a suit. Maybe flower patterns." We're talking about suits here, guys.
Well, because like Hana's
of course, the Japanese love their puns, you know.
So it's like, oh,
they love that
be
stuff.
A Hana, like, oh, yeah. Well,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And the group finally realized that if our lives are being parallel to Go Ranger, that must mean our final boss might be the clan.
Yeah, it might be the man behind we can no longer ignore the man behind the curtain.
You know. Yeah. So then Haru is still getting his ass kicked by
People are conforming.
Mountain. The gang's like, all right, we're here. Well, look, you're part of the team, you know.
Yeah, Huma gets his ass beat. Taisei decides to go with his super hearing to go save him after, like, running around with his cardboard. They show absolute piss poor teamwork.
Yet, you know, they don't have the coordination.
I didn't ask for help.
Know?
I'm a big boy. I can fight by myself.
No, I just love the part when they demorph, right? And he demorphs into him wearing the stupid cardboard. Yeah, right?
Yeah, the cardboard, I was like, boy, I guess he kept that.
For this type of shit. If you have, like, some piece of article on you that's not, like, I guess, your clothing, or... Right? It would normally appear...
Touching your skin?
On your under the Ranger rider suit, right? Right? So I was expecting for when he transformed, he would have the stupid cardboard. He's fighting with the stupid...
I also was like, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen when he transforms with that on.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how that
And then it just kind of got absorbed into the suit.
I would personally just hope that, like, it would have just appeared over the suit, but, you know.
That's what he meant.
Yeah, but, like, I'm just, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's a drama. We don't take comedy here, I guess.
Oh, we don't take comedy here. That's for sure with this episode. We're only 11 minutes into what can only be described as the most dramatic episode of this show so far. Because, okay, yeah, Huma's still being like an off-putting, like,
lame.
I don't want to join you guys.
I don't need friends.
To be fair, it's a little awkward, like, to, like, suddenly become friends with people who are, like, your enemies at one point, right?
Well, yeah, but you were the enemy. You were the bad guy. Sorry. You need to get over... They're giving you an olive branch. Get over yourself. Like, stop being the bad... Like, you were the bad guy. You were actively if you actually mean well to try to help, you should be fucking divulging every information that you can give, and also apologizing and prostrating yourself,
I don't know,
stupid
man.
bitch.
I mean, the thing is, okay, because as an example, just because, like, it kind of makes sense how he kind of, like, is just, like, a little, like, okay, I'm gonna do things my own way. The biggest thing for me is I just think back to
boy, do you want to be like, do you want him to be like Haru here, right? Is that, I mean, Aura here, right? Huma here. Yeah.
No, Huma. Aura,
okay.
Huma.
Is that what you wanted for him to awkwardly show up and say that line to the group?
Okay.
Oh, I think that's exactly. I think that's exactly.
Maybe not
what
exactly
you want,
like that, but you know how it's. Okay, no, all right. No, I don't want that at all. But fucking, like, this is after. But yeah, this is, like, also I feel like the fucking headmaster has, like, a whole bunch of, like, fingers and a lot of, like, politics.
Pots?
Pots,
people, whatever. He's got his fingers in a lot of places.
Oh yeah, look,
and also, he gets everyone to call him father.
No, what? He's a
he's
daddy.
So
I'm daddy here, you know.
He's daddy,
right?
Yeah, like they said, it's like they say in the show. It's like all you're doing, you're not getting peace. You're just going for dominance. You know, dominating.
Domination.
Step on me. Step on us.
No.
He's essentially...
He wants to step on the whole
Look,
event.
he has properly groomed every single person that he needs to install into positions of power for his Grandmaster plan.
With magic
and
auto-grooming.
in 2024, he can run for office on a national level and use his family's influence
he has his own app for him to talk about and everything, you know, an app where he won't get banned off of, you know, right? That's right. It's his app.
Yeah, because it's full of the truth.
Right? He doesn't need any rich person's app, right? Because they're a loser to him, you know, right?
Nah, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just.
I just like that the Majin app says Mazin.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Oh,
If you look at the
download-
screen,
I like to think
um,
about it as if it was an English word, it just says Mazin. Like that's amazing.
no, when you look at the screen for when they're looking at the app, it's like at
Oh.
12:54.
Yeah, I see.
It says Mazin.
Amazing.
Right.
Because it's amazing.
That's
It's an
typical
amazing system.
Japanese
Oh.
crossover stuff. That's a whole thing. It's
I mean, yes, I was just trying to be funny about it.
no, I get it. It's just that's why Dragon Ball Z is Dragon Ball G.
Wait, what?
That's
news. That's
yeah.
news to me.
No, don't ask questions. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Alright, fine. I guess I won't have any information brought up.
Okay, a better example would be Kamen Rider ZO is Kamen Rider GO.
Real? Wow. Huh.
Yeah. And G-Con, non-G particular thing is related to time, so he's the Time King, so he's the GO. Yada yada yada. That's how this works. Blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Zio
That's
is
a general
stupid.
consensus by a lot of people.
Zio
yeah.
is stupid
That
as
was-
well.
yeah.
And that, alright.
And then
Yeah.
meanwhile, Taise's having his
Fair
weekly,
Anyway,
his daily
they
family
discover.
dinner with his mom. You know.
Well, only after finally discovering, boy, these two apps sure do look the same, and this UI sure does look like it was ripped directly off of the Hero app.
But Tyson, where'd you get the Hero app?
Well, I got it from my dad. Well, but then,
Then why does it look like that?
I don't know, I mean, why would that... Do you think that's, related? Do you think there's, a...
Gasps!
Oh. Oh, shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Let me go home and talk to my mom.
Which
And then we get the ultimate payoff in tokusatsu history.
This.
That gaslighting is real, and it happens all the time.
I could not
fucking,
believe how
this thing
accurate
was
your
so
statements
fucking
were.
great.
I did not think.
Right? So it's
I
clear
did
that
not
Tase
think-
isn't hallucinating this.
I cannot.
I've never
fucking
felt
believe
so-
it. Yeah,
I've never
like,
felt so vindicated.
I just
Yeah, like,
I'm
she had
so-
no
I'm
reason
so
to
shocked, like, she
because
didn't
it's normal
address
for her
this earlier.
to
I
see,
thought, like,
see
piece of-
Akane
No,
walk
why would
around,
she?
You know?
I just like that she silently gets up and leaves.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it was nice to see the manifestation of your child's fucking desire of
Hey, look.
being like a fucking.
Hey, look, baby, it's just like that
Sentai hero
episode of This
become
Always
made-
Sunny when
made
Charlie
real
visits
and manifest.
Santa,
It's
right?
just-
Right, yeah, there we go. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, it's that episode. When Charlie,
Which one was that?
goes to the mall and he sees Santa Claus.
Oh. Oh, are you fucking my mom? Are you fucking my mom? You fucking my mom? Yeah, okay. That's the one.
She just silently gets
But yeah,
Yeah,
she
you're
just silently
fucking-
gets up
yeah,
and
you're
decides to go
fucking-
I'm gonna get out of the room now while you have your fucking,
No, she gets up
hallucination.
and gets more food for him.
Yeah. No, yeah, she goes to get more... Well, because we've already seen her leave before, and okay, she gets out of the room so he can have his private moment. This time she came back with a fucking plate of food to go, this is your real dad now.
yeah, it's kind of wild. She just openly
And that
acknowledges
Taisei
he's there.
isn't
And-
crazy.
And has been there, and she's seen him this entire time. Yeah, she's watched her son descent into madness, and just went,
Well,
you know what, look, now is enough. This is probably enough time. Listen, son, me and Akaranger have something to tell you. Alright? We've actually been able to see each other for a long time. We've been seeing each other for a long time.
oh god. Oh,
And you need to
yeah.
know about this.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. He also eats. He also drinks.
Yeah, well,
He's
he eats and drinks like a fucking imaginary friend.
yeah. Well,
We don't look at the
Yes.
teacup to see how much is left afterwards.
Wait, do you think the mother
No.
also knows that she's going mad? Do you think she actually thinks that too?
No, I don't think she's going mad. I think that Taisei somehow manifested a goddamn stand.
Yeah? Yeah, that would be accurate.
Like,
But
that's
God,
what happened.
That's I don't know, man. It was like the weirdest
Oh,
The
okay.
weirdest,
So is
like,
this where you draw the line
scene
with this series?
I've seen so far
Is
in
this,
this-
is this
in
the
this
turn
show.
up point? Like, oh man, everything up until
No,
this
it's
point,
not
you
where-
were
it's not
fine
where you
with
draw
it.
the line.
What? The
It's
mom
just-
to see the imaginary guy in a spandex suit
Oh,
as well.
that's-
That's it. That's where I'm calling it. I'm gonna report to sadist until.
I don't
See,
look, man. I'll just say because it's just kind of like throws me for a loop, and it's just like this guy is just here, and we acknowledge
What I
he's
was-
here. But does he serve any other purpose other than moral guidance?
I mean,
Eh?
well,
Yeah, see,
you'll
there's
have to
a
stay
final
tuned for
episode,
part
you
2
know,
of this
right?
two-part episode recording.
Yeah. Also, he's just kind of
But-
like chilling in that closet for all these years. That's-
Well, no, he manifests whenever he needs to manifest, like a stand.
yeah, but he also
Like, he can
takes
just
and
show up
drinks
whatever
things.
in whatever area he wants to show up in. He just has to occupy the space and then
These
open
two
the door.
episodes prove that Taisei's mom is kind of the greatest, and also she calls both her son and dead husband jackasses.
Yeah, well,
Oh, that
you know,
was,
don't be a jackass.
And
Yeah,
she says it with a smile.
yeah,
So it's like, you're a jackass.
Yeah.
yeah.
So next thing,
But-
everyone
Please don't call me
starts
a jackass.
downloading mysterious apps and get influenced by these apps, you know. But don't
And I
worry,
won't be a
Taisei
jackass.
sees the truth, and he tries to confront the headmaster about this, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
Old movie.
you're the
Like
one
that
doing
is
it.
Everyone gets the same, like, a notification at the exact same time, and it's
I mean-
not an Amber Alert. It's just an app downloading itself.
Oh, Jesus.
Like when we all woke up, in like 2014 with
that
the
was
new
that.
like U2 song on everyone's iPod.
That was 2013. It was
Like,
2013.
I'm just saying, we
most
all woke
recent
up with that
update.
in our iTunes library.
Yeah,
somehow.
you updated your
Yeah,
iPhone,
here's
got a new iPhone, and it was
new
just like,
album as-
oh, this is bad.
I didn't want this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it took
So meanwhile,
forever to
Hana
get that
tries
off
to
my phone.
confront
Um,
Yusuke.
But anyway, well, also, hold on.
confront.
Let's not ignore the fact that, like, Taisei decides to confront the headmaster and his bad bitch new secretary, like, right in front of the school, and just go, no, did you kill my dad? Hey, in front of all these people, did you kill my dad? I am asking you right now, forget all this clip stuff, did you kill my dad? Because if you did, we're throwing hands right now, like, but yeah, hey, sure, let's talk about the whole Hana Yusuke thing
Oh, yeah,
that
of course. Why
is
else-
totally going
why
to
else
pay
would
off
they-
at
would
the
they,
end,
would they
and
show
totally,
the scene, you
like,
know? It gotta be important.
why else would they remind us that this is
But
still a
that's- but
subplot
you
for
can't
Hana's
have a
character,
high school
and it's
drama
still
show
something that's
without
important?
have like some weird stupid love drama plot in it, right? That's how you know there's a high school drama show, right? And that's some stupid children tokusatsu show.
Yeah, and instead of it being the catty girls that, like, bully her, it's the weird brainwashed children from a
They're an
like
council.
Majin app that rip her letter into 4.
Oh no, 4 pieces. Definitely can't tape that back together.
Yeah, and it never will be.
Yeah, for sure.
Ah.
But
Then
yeah,
you also get
uh,
like what Huma and like the whole what he's also getting confronted, but like by the team themselves, right?
well, yeah, that's when we get the next wild fucking moment where the show remembers and continues to say, "Listen, we have
Lots of conversations on the roof.
lots of
Yeah.
conversations on the roof, but we also are agreeing and never forgetting, no, Ichika has a transgender identity, and we are choosing to describe that and talk about that. And this show, this 8 episode at 47 minutes an episode, roughly, is deciding, yes, we're the authority on talking about trans identity in Japan.
About that, but sure.
I just mean, for a tokusatsu, for Super Sentai related stuff.
Right, yes, that's different than what you just said.
I guess that's true. I just mean that.
I mean, I'm glad they didn't forget about it, you know.
I mean.
Anyways, as he really likes to say repeatedly, be yourself. Trust yourself.
Yeah.
Be who you want to be.
Stop living a lie.
Yeah, you know, and then, you know, they use it to convince. They use it to convince humor, although they kind of stand like around on the rooftop for like a shot that lasted a little too long in my opinion, because I'm just like, they just kind of just stand around doing nothing for like a hot 3 seconds before we just change to the next scene where
just staring at each other.
Yeah, they just stare at each other. They stand around like, all right.
I mean, Ichika teaches him. Ichika's overall point, I think, with every person that he, she interacts with is that you guys are denying yourselves. Maybe just stop doing that and being like a tortured person. Just
if I'm getting over doing that, y'all should quit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like.
But it's also just like when someone tells you like an anecdote about their life to help you like feel better about something.
This goes back to the antidote.
Why?
Yeah.
I dodged this bullet. I'm gonna let it go.
I don't.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just confused. I don't know what's.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, so yeah, Taisei and not Genta Igarashi have a conversation, and it's like, oh man, I'm sure I'm getting a lot of advice from my club advisor, but yeah, well, it's all gonna be good. There's no way that you're suspicious in any way.
Yeah, for sure. You know, especially after that strange comment.
Yeah, you're just like him. I mean, somebody never ignore me.
This boy knows how to do research.
Yeah, and then he breaks into the fucking like.
No, he asks for the
he does.
A girl takes him in there. And...
Yeah, he uses.
No, he doesn't. He asks politely to go into the school records, I guess, because that's a thing that exists.
I mean, is that something to hide?
I don't know.
No, it's probably just something that no one wants to deal with, but they just had it managed by someone.
So like, this is what he's like finding the information about, like how his teacher and his
dad knew each other, and that they like basically his teacher was Garo from One Punch Man. He liked being the monster, or he was the monster, and all the other kids were the superheroes. And then he got pushed off a cliff once.
He didn't get pushed, he fell.
Oh yeah, that's true. He slipped and fell. Yeah. And then he was like, now I'm gonna be evil now.
I was the one
and
that
it's like, it's all his fault.
I was when I was that baby, but it was humanity's fault that I fell down, right? It wasn't my fault.
Yeah. Only the monsters are good.
It was because of humanity that caused me to not pay attention to my surrounding and to fall down this hill.
Yeah, if
Look,
only...
it's shit that happens when you're a kid and you're playing fight games, usually.
I mean, yeah, but...
Somebody falls.
Honestly,
in my history, it's... someone gets hit in the head real hard, and they get a lump on their head for... let's see, 8th grade, 14... I'm 29... 15 years, 16 years... But, like... you know, sometimes, but also sometimes you're the person, you're just playing around, and then you actually do it to somebody else, and you hit them in the head with a bamboo stick, and their head starts bleeding, and
then you never pull back and forth for the rest of your life over.
You never talk to them again, and that's like, oh, well, I didn't really like you anyway. Maybe it was a little bit is subconscious. I just wanted to hit you.
Turns out this story started getting personal.
No! What? No. Anyway.
Laura's in the club room.
Everybody's here. We're all in the club room, and now that we're all gathered together, time to break up. It's that perfect trope of the gangs breaking up now.
Oh yeah, you know, the one hero has to like make sure the band breaks up so that, you know, everyone else doesn't get hurt and only him or some shit like that.
Yeah, I'm putting myself on the line, and I won't let you guys get hurt. That's why I'm breaking
Always
up the club
effective.
and never talking to anybody about what's happening. Except, boy, it sure would be great if I left some kind of fucking clue back in case my plan doesn't work out.
No, look, it's
I'll
all
have to
just
check out
setup, you
part
know,
2 to find out
right?
about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, Taisei decides to imitate his mom and gaslight all of his friends. And tell them that, oh no, what? Yeah, well, this is all just for fun. We just want to do hero play, whatever. Blah. Oh yeah, it's all good.
Huma just goes, y'all know he's fucking lying, right?
Yeah, like that's clearly a lie.
Like, y'all spend more time with him
Yeah.
than I have, but
Look,
he is
I say maybe
bullshitting.
an
Yeah.
He's
idiot,
talking out
you
his
know?
ass.
But I know he's too much of an idiot
There's
to
something
know how
wrong.
to lie to you all.
He might be an idiot, but he's not. Well, he might be an idiot, but he's always a fucking Super Sentai
Right.
otaku.
Yeah, like, there's no way he's smart enough for all this, right, stuff. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of... I wish that with Huma, there had been more of, like, a background of, like... You know, going back to that last episode of, like, talking about, like, oh, he was... his parents were
Not great.
not great and having all those problems and blah blah blah. And like if there was some plot point that was like the only solace he had was like watching Go Ranger or like Super Sentai alone, like that would have made like a pretty good like tie-in to like make it seem like that's how like he's a repressed nerd, but he's just like
He just wants to help people.
knows this stuff, but he also knows like the stuff about like Go Ranger without it really being implied, like shown, I guess, about where it comes from, and that's kind of fine. But based off of everything they've shown of his character, it just doesn't really fit for like. Oh, he actually does know what the fucking, like, lore of Go Ranger is.
Yeah.
For no reason. Don't worry about it. He just knows it. Yeah.
Oh, I don't
You call
know.
your
It's just
teacher
a new
out to
location
bump
for
somewhere?
that.
Yeah.
First I
When you
never
call
knew
your
what,
teacher out to...
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, the new location. That is definitely not a certain part of another location that's used constantly of the plateaus or whatever. In fucking Sentai...
In general, right?
Kamen Rider shit.
Yeah. Then we find out
Yeah.
the big backstory of the show.
Yeah, the big backstory.
Yeah,
I made your
I'll-
dad's head bonk against the
And then
back of a
also,
fucking, like, rock.
I can manipulate your memory, by the way. I can just do that. You know?
Yeah, hey, welcome to goddamn King Crimson. Here we go.
That's a thing now. We
Would
never
you-
addressed this before, really, but it's a thing now.
I mean, I guess it isn't King Crimson, it's more like fucking Gold Requiem.
Is it really Gold Requiem? Because this is mainly because it's just memory stuff, right?
No, he says rewriting reality.
Is
I
that-
mean, rewriting memories,
isn't it?
if Revice is any indication, it comes from rewriting reality. He's... Oh, God, I guess it's even beyond that, right? Because it's like, it's sending him back in time, giving him, like, showing him memories of stuff that other people have seen, or just...
It's basically brain projection.
Yeah, I guess
I will project what I want into your head, and that's how it is.
Yeah,
project that you don't remember shit.
Yeah, the other reference I made was that it's Aizen from Bleach, where it's just like, this is what you think now. I mean, Sharingan, fucking, like, it's so troped out of just like, my power is fucking with your brain. It's like...
But I also have a sword, so... At least there's that.
So it's Bleach. That's what that's what... my power is fucking with your brain, but I have a sword. Bleach. That's basically Bleach in a nutshell. But yeah. Taisei gets to witness his father's murder. In, like, firsthand, see his dad's cranial, like, ooze drip out of the rock.
Then, meanwhile, Huma fighting Gold Mask Majin.
Yeah.
That's what that...
Damn.
Heavy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Huma decides to go, hey, I might be silver, but you'll never be truly gold. I'll fuck you up.
That's the main... Yeah. And then we get to the exciting part. They play some beach game, you know, right? The truth. Who is the real student council member? And look, you know what they say, you know?
Yeah.
In between all these murders and
can you figure out how?
You know, right? Nothing like going to the beach and playing some games, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Ignore the fact that we had a full gang fight of like 5 on 20, like. Shit happening in this warehouse off the school campus, like with all of the grunt,
actually student
like,
being taken over by the app, you know,
attacking us. And let's not ignore the fact so we finally see like the second floor of this factory, and Molly was like, I like how they have a sunlight, and I went, well, I assume this is just a rusted through like factory. I don't think it's a sunlight. And it's like, no, it's an actual hole that they know about and, like, I guess maintain. And then there's a point where they're just kicking, like, skull students off into the pit. And, like, they're scrambling to try and, like, hold on. Like, just, like, just getting knocked into the fucking pit.
When the students wake up, they're not
breaking backs and everything.
They're just gonna be wondering, why are we in a hole?
Yeah, they're not gonna have any memories, or they're not gonna have any memories of this, and they're not gonna have any feeling below the fucking waist.
Yeah, I don't think they signed.
But then
they signed up for it, so.
Yeah, I think
they did not. I don't think they willingly signed up for it. I think an app showed up on there, and then they got hypnotized, and they went, oh, I guess I'll push this.
It's not like it was that far.
Yeah, but they didn't have helmets.
Yeah, well, as a person who's fallen out a second-story window, like, it's not that bad. You'll be fine.
Depends on how you protect yourself. But yeah, anyway,
I got a tambourine.
It comes down to a quiz of how many members are in the club. Is it 5 members or is it not 5 members?
Yeah, that's not
the answer.
Biased question to ask.
Yeah.
I mean, also it could change at any minute.
Like while they're running, Hana could decide that she's part of the club.
Yeah.
Because definitely, I was going to say,
yeah,
Hana should already be considered a member. But they're saying, like, oh, she's not really a member.
But she is, though, right?
No, but they said, but they say now you have 6 members. Right. It's like, it should be 7.
Because if we think of this from a technical standpoint, the student council president, right, has not assigned any form saying, yeah, I'm going to be part of the stupid school defense club, you know, right? I haven't notified anyone.
It would be funny if they showed like a flashback of him I signed the paperwork
big brain
without
you know?
knowing.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Haha. Yeah. I was playing everyone. Yeah. Haha. I knew that this question might be asked, so now I hid my application that I as student council president, I guess, got passed through already. Like, I control this. I did this.
And then Taisei fighting
but anyway, yeah.
Do we have the name
And
for
to the side.
the teacher forever?
Yeah, it's Amari.
Yeah, Ayamu's the dead guy.
No, Ayamu is the dead man. I think it was Amari.
Okay, I'm just gonna call
Kyo something.
Call Genta now. Okay, it's dead. All right. Yeah. Let's make it easy for him.
Okay, yeah.
A dead guy?
I mean, well, wait, does he die at the end?
What dead guy are you talking about?
No. We're talking about betrayer of fathers.
Yes.
Let's see. What was his name?
His name?
No, Ayamu was the investigative
Oda,
reporter guy.
I guess is his name. Okay, I found
Sorry,
it.
you just said dead
Kageki
guy.
Oda.
That's why I said which dead guy.
That's what I'm saying. What?
Oh, no,
Wait,
no,
what?
that's not it. That's
no,
not it.
that's not.
Okay,
Are you
the
actor?
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, is Kiyoharu Amari.
Amari. Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, Taisei gets
Okay, there we go.
Not looking good for him,
Right, yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And
Taisei
then
gets
just
his
phone stepped
absolute ass
right?
beaten.
Now he can never be a teenager now with his phone.
Yeah, crushed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I snapped your smartphone in half, like the father
and then
you
we
never
just
had.
Solely
Should have done.
Aka Ranger.
Anyways, turns out we have.
Yeah, he's not feeling too good.
Yeah.
And then Taisei just slowly bleeds out in the valley by himself.
Yeah.
That brings to mind.
Yeah.
Though, like, do you think every time like Taisei goes to sleep, Aka Ranger gets dusted?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I mean, I just think that he's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he only exists while Taisei is conscious.
I think that the removal of his memory of being a hero removes the essence of what Aka Ranger is to Taisei, and that's why when he gets it taken, he gets dusted.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, because it is definitely linked to his, like...
Yeah, as his mom said, like, he is the essence of, like, what Taisei believes in and his heroic...
And then, meanwhile, on the roof... Yeah.
He's a stand.
So this is one of my
Aka
favorite
Ranger
parts.
is a
It's when
stand.
the teacher's on the roof.
Let's be real.
Alright, go.
Like,
but the stand does what you... I feel like a stand sometimes doesn't necessarily do exactly what you want it to do.
right, but it exists based off of, like, your subconscious.
Yes.
And so it's like, if your subconscious gets warped or erased, then you don't necessarily have access to that stand anymore.
Yes. But yeah, Aka Ranger is just his...
It's his...
thoughts, feelings, and ideals of being a hero and stuff.
Yeah.
His dream, like, from his dad, which might be why he kind of sounds like his dad sometimes.
And maybe some Oedipus complex stuff.
But then he gets his memory of heroics erased, and then he gets... And Aka Ranger gets dusted.
My favorite part is when the principal's on the roof,
being
right?
A hero, you can't
it
have
is
a hero
definitely
friend.
the drum that's in his office. So that means he must have had someone bring it up to the roof for him, right? Because he's definitely not...
I mean,
he carried it.
He has many of sex slaves to carry it up, and so we move into the thrilling conclusion. Thunderclaps and lightning bolts and a big claw and bounding the fucking drum to go, I can't wait to be the villain.
Alright.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So next week it's the thrilling conclusion.
Yeah, no, you got that one.
The series.
That's absolutely what it is. And it's the thrilling conclusion.
I think it's really funny because if you think about it, that drum would not be as loud outside.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You just see a weird man on a school rooftop.
Are we done with this episode?
Drum.
We're just gonna save all of our final thoughts for the finishing episode.
I think that's. Let's move on to the thrilling conclusion.
All right, coronavirus is still a thing.
And
wash
thrilling
hands, wear a
conclusion.
mask, get your shots. The boots is the thing now. Okay, thanks. Bye.